Allegheny Stadium. What a matchup. Major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game he understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he muffs it. It's loose. He'll start the return inside his 5.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Keeps it on the ground. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide right, it's Bennett. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Smashes through the tackle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. It's dropped after taking the hit. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead. This is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Sellers. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. Searching for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Working the ground game. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's got it on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. Makes the grab. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
On his way back to the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Sellers. And the timing just a hair off.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Mack's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up a 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Caught. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Now on the move. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Austin Mack. Right side, it's Edwards. Pulled to the ground.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Rid of it on the RPO. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Uh-oh, look out. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the running back. There's some room. He's past the marker. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Handoff to the lone back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Mack. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Under pressure. Just got rid of that one.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Sellers. Out wide right, it's Clark. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Play fake, Sellers. Rushes on. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you gotta secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Again, it's Sellers. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Hunt is on its way. Looking for room. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Tide ready to roll on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Throwing Mack. And he gets it away.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghost. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable, and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Mack from the gun on third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Here's Sellers to throw. Left side is Hunt. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Fires downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Now a 10. Trying to establish the run. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Out wide left, it's Edwards. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. It's a draw. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Mack. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this offense has to stay out of these 3rd and long situations, man. They get in these predictable situations. That's why they punted last time. Like, got to stay a little bit more balanced, got to protect their quarterback so they don't know they're dropping back to pass in difficult 3rd down situations.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Trying to get started. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Buckeyes with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Austin Mack. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So the turnover sets up their first drive in this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sellers. Rush right in his face. Left side, it's Harbor. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can... They get through, and it's blocked. He didn't get it, and what a stop on his defense to get the football back.
Man, I've been a holder. It's never fun to see a field goal blocked because you're so low to the ground and you have that unique perspective. You see the mountain growing in front of you, all those hands going up, and you know that kicker has got no shot. That thing is going to get blocked.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Throwing, Mack. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
They'll go play action with Mack. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in your offense?
The pitch to the left. Driven back.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's changing the play. Mack, they're all over it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snags it quickly on the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Ready, go!
Right side, it's Rodgers. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Came up just inches short on first down. Now just a few links to go here on second. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll go play action with Matt. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wide left, it's Edwards. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll need a bunch on second down. Off play action. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on 4th down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it?
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're
makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he made the extra point without problem. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback changing the play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Swamped immediately.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Austin Mack. Out wide right, it's Edwards. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides to the back. All over him immediately.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Throwing Mack. Right side, it's Edwards. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch it with a field goal.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting the kicker.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throwing, Sellers. Out wide right, it's Hunt. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Sets his feet, it's Sellers. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.
What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.